Hello Abdul, where are you from and what do you do for a living? Hello Raksha, where are you from? What do you do for a living? Hello Atul, where are you from? What do you do for a living? Hello Balwinder, where are you from? What do you do for a living as well? Introduce yourself. Hello Nilesh, welcome to the live. Where are you from? What do you do for a living? Yes, my name is Sheen, you're correct about that. Introduce yourself. Where are you from? And are you a student or are you working? Hello Job, where are you from and what do you do for a living? Hello Aman, welcome to the live. Where are you from and what do you do for a living? Sikandar, where are you from and what do you do for a living? Hello Rahul, welcome. Good afternoon. Where are you from and what do you do for a living? Studying in Bangalore. What are you studying at the moment? What field are you pursuing? Be a little specific. Akshat, where are you from and what do you do for a living? Hello Haji. Where are you from in Gujarat and what do you do for a living? Oh, you're a B Pharma graduate. All right. What will you be doing in your field after this? After your bachelor's are done? Well, if I introduce myself, I'm from Darjeeling, West Bengal, and I'm a student of mass communication. My first year begins in October itself. After the 4 year course, I'll be joining as a news anchor and debater with Times Now. Well, that's good to know, Akshat. Make sure to like the live and subscribe to the channel as well. Haji, what do you do for a living? Are you a student or are you working? Hello, Harsh. Welcome to the live. Where are you from and what do you do for a living? Where are you from in UP and what do you do for a living? Are you a student or are you working? You graduated. What have you done your graduation in? Which field? Hello, Saurav. Where are you from? What do you do for a living as well? And Sahil, welcome to the live. Where are you from? What do you do for a living? Oh, BSc, PC, PCM, BSc. Like, don't you guys have like specifications? I think you can do it with all the three combined, right? If I introduce myself, I'm from Darjeeling, West Bengal, and I'm a student of mass communication. My first year begins in October itself. After the 4 year course, I'll be joining as a journalist, as a news anchor, and debater with Times Now. Well, that's good to know. So, what will you do now? Are you gonna go for your master's ahead or something? Harsh, by the way, make sure to like the live and subscribe to the channel as well. I would appreciate it. Well, what are your hobbies? What are your next plans after the graduation? Hello Shivam, where are you from and what do you do for a living? Recently joined job in Mumbai. Okay, well, I'd like to ask, are you from Mumbai or have you just came to Mumbai for the job? And what did you do your graduation in? Do be a little specific with your introduction. Government job, all right. Well, that's good to know. The weather, the today's weather, it's like it's fine, I guess. Over here, it's like around 20, 21-ish degrees. It's pretty sunny at the moment. So, how's the weather for you then? Do tell. Oh, all right. This much intro is enough. Yeah, it is. Okay. Well, if I introduce myself, I'm a student of mass communication. My first year will be beginning in October itself. I'm a UG student, by the way. So, after the 4 year course, I'll be joining as a journalist, as a news anchor, and debater with Times Now. I'm so sorry. I moved my mic. I didn't mean to do that. And I'm from Darjeeling, West Bengal. As enough. Well, by the way, if I ask you, sort of, how are you finding your job so far? I just started, right? Recently joined. Communication is good. Thanks, I appreciate it. Well, if you like the communication, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel as well. And Saurabh, so do you find your work fruitful at the moment? What are your hobbies? What do you like to do? Oh, it's a college placement. Okay. Okay, I got it. So you guys probably had like a training period, right? For a while, and then you guys decided to, or then you guys get like placed accordingly. Okay, that's good to know. So, what are your hobbies? What do you like to do exactly? And I don't know. I've heard like usually sometimes it's internships, sometimes it's actually like sometimes it's like internships, and sometimes it depends on like the training period. I don't know exactly. You can get placements from both of them, right? Through both, if I'm not wrong. Oh, you love to play guitar. You like to play guitar and you long drives. Oh, well, I'm more of like someone who likes reading books. I like reading books a lot. There's a bookshelf right at the back, right behind me. I like to solve Rubik's Cube. Like, I like Sudoku alongside I like chess. And I'm also into like somewhat anything that requires more analytical thinking and problem solving. If it challenges that, I like it. And secondly, I also love debates. I like to watch debates in my free time, like debates on geopolitics, or that is mainly geopolitics or economics, or just generally on defense. I like to usually keep up with such debates. So I tend to revisit debates often. That is like the retelecast on TV. And alongside, I love animals as well. I love street dogs a lot, very fond of them. So I take care of the street dogs in my locality. I feed them once. That is only from my pocket expense. I can only afford one time food for them. That is what my channel is focused on. You can have a look at the channel page and have a look at the channel description. Read through it, you'll get to know about my lives. You get to know what my lives, what I talk about it on here, and what are my timings alongside what my channel is about. And then you can come back and we can have a talk because decorum is also discussed there a little bit. So you can read it. Almost same. Well, that is somewhat nice. I mean, problem solving puzzles are not that bad. They're pretty good. They activate your thinking in a way, so it's nice. Okay, you're at work. No problem, it's fine, no worries. Bye bye, take care. And you can join anytime because this live will go on till 7:30, so accordingly you can join. Hello Manish, welcome to the live. Where are you from and what do you do for a living? Hello Ananta, welcome to the live. Have you joined last time? I don't know. Where are you from and what do you do for a living? Hello, Costa. Where are you from and what do you do for a living? You're from Kolkata. What do you do for a living exactly? Are you a student or are you working? Oh, you're a teacher. All right. Well, what do you teach exactly? How long have you been teaching? And do you teach like usually which grade, like which class do you teach? History class and wait, that's interesting. Which board? I'm asking a lot of questions. Just give me a moment. I'm so sorry. Very sorry about that. Well, if I introduce myself, first of all, I'll say that basically I'm from Darjeeling, West Bengal, and I'm a student of mass communication. My first year begins in October itself. After the 4 year course, I'll be joining as a journalist, as a news anchor, and debater with Times Now. Upper class. Oh, all right. Well, that's good to know. Do you enjoy your teaching like profession? Do you enjoy it? Hello, Webham. Where are you from? And what do you do for a living? I'm from Darjeeling, West Bengal, Queen of Hills, and basically I'm a student of mass communication. My first year will be beginning in October itself. After the 4 year course, I'll be joining as a news anchor and debater with Times Now. By the way, Kaustav, I would like to mention. Why don't you have a look at my channel page? Look at my channel description, read through it, and then you can come back and we can have a talk. Yes, you can check it out. You'll get to know what my channel is about, what the aim of the channel is, and what I do on here usually, what my lives are about. And then you'll get a little bit of familiarity, and then you can come back and we can continue the conversation. Wait, guys, let me fix my hairband. For some reason, my hair is all messy. Give me a second. There we go. It looks okay now. Somewhat adjusted, I hope. I don't know. It looks the same. Oh, hi, Divya. Welcome. How are you doing? Make sure to like the live, okay? What's up? Or like, how's your day going so far? Tedious day. Oh, that's sad. My day was fine. It was very good, actually. In fact, my days are always good, as usual. Tedious household. Studies. I'm just having like chai at the moment. My chai, like, I'm having it fairly early, but vacations going on now. My first year has not started actually. My first year will begin in October itself. So not exactly vacations, pre semester stuff, I guess. It was supposed to begin in October, like it was supposed to begin in August, but thank you so much. I really appreciate it, Costa. I really appreciate it. The thing is, let me tell you a little bit about my channel. The main aim is that I'm aiming to grow the channel so that I can feed the stray dogs 3 times a day. 3 times a day. At the moment, I manage a one-time food on my own from my own pocket expense. And another thing is that at the moment, my channel has not been monetized due to the watch time criteria still remaining. So usually I come on the live to connect with animal lovers or street dog lovers or good people who are willing to be a helping hand in the good cause. And there are many people actually who have contributed, donated through the QR and scanner on the live that I show them. Usually I take contributions through the QR and scanner. So whoever contributes, their names are taken in my next short video. I don't mention the amount at all. Whereas whatever contributions I get, all of it goes for their afternoon meal. You can definitely check out my videos. I always post them The person who contributes our names are always mentioned, not the amount at all. And it is tremendous help for me because the babies, like the street dogs, are hungry throughout, and I can only manage to feed them in the night time. And they're the most loyal, beautiful souls ever, and there are 13, 14 of them that I take care of on my own. And of course, you can always be a helping hand. Whenever you wish to contribute, you can always let me know because usually all of it is done in the live itself. But by the Costa, we can definitely subscribe and like the live as well because usually on my lives there's also a mode for me to practice sort of because I'm going in the field of news anchoring, and those guys, those people have to talk for very long amounts. So basically, the thing is here we have interesting debates, interesting topics to talk about. We have healthy discussions usually, so you can keep up with my timings through the community posts. It was nice to meet you. It was very nice talking to you, of course. But all of this, let me tell you, all of this is all individual effort, is all personal effort. And all of this is being managed by me only single handedly. Of course, you can, of course. More than welcome to do so. If you turn on the notifications, you'll be notified whenever I come on live. This live will go on till 7:30, by the way. And in the meantime, you can also have a look at my short videos and check them out so you can get more of an idea. Well, by the way, this I'm very sorry about it, but also I like to ask, like you teach history, right? Usually in class 9. So is it like what board is it exactly? CBSE? I have no idea. Oh, it's state. Okay, there we go. Fine. Oh, it's a state board. All right. But I've heard like state board and like CBSE, they usually have like similar sort of syllabus, right? If I'm not wrong. By the way, what are your hobbies as well? What do you like to do besides your teaching hours? I guess like it's pretty hectic to be preparing the notes and everything, right? Because you guys do have to do a lot of prep and planning for the lessons, the lectures that you guys have to take, right? It's quite similar. I've seen the similarities because when I was in 11th or 12th at PCM, I'd seen the similarities between the state board and CBSE itself. It's pretty similar, pretty much. Not that much at all, but like you can say about 85-ish. Hello, Aki. Actually, like I don't have any advice for people preparing CA. I'm so sorry. But where are you from exactly? And you're pursuing CA. So what stage? Intermediate? I think it might be intermediate. I don't know. It's not hard. Okay. We just completed your B.Ed. Oh, all right. Oh, I just assume that. But either way, it can be a little bit of like a headache, right? To be dealing with students and like explaining it to them, because sometimes students have pretty ridiculous doubts. I remember when I was in ninth, like all of our SST teachers would get a headache. Actually, because we had one teacher single-handedly managing SST, as in like She was managing history, geography alongside. She was also managing like our economics and pol science. So it's a lot. So I don't know, but I guess you guys might have like I guess you might be just managing history. So I guess it might not be that hard for you, but it's good to know. Private schools mainly like private schools are very they're little what do I say insane with the lesson plans. That's what I can say. Oh, how far ahead are you in your masters at the moment? You're studying as well and you're teaching as well alongside. That's interesting. So you don't have any problems with your time management at all, right? I hope. At the moment, I myself have like surprisingly, the thing is like lives take a huge chunk out of my day. At the moment, if I tell you more about myself as well, I like to read books. I love reading books as well. I am pretty much of like a bibliophile in a way. I wouldn't say bookworm, but bibliophile. I'm a bibliophile. I love reading books. I love solving anything that is like anything that challenges your critical thinking. I love it, but I can be bad at it. Just like if I say chess, I'm pretty mediocre. Sudoku, I love it more, and I love keeping up with debates. Like I love geopolitics mainly. Defense is one of my other topics that I love to cover. Alongside, I also love anything that is economics or stats based. Setting, just telling my hobbies as well. It's so much hectic. Yeah, it is very hectic to like handle the handle the students. They are pretty young. They can be pretty chaotic in a sense. What do I say? Actually, the thing is like kids are one of the most like they can be very pure and they can be very adorable, but sometimes they are too much. And I can say so myself because I remember when I was in school, they would tell us, like, I had captaincy, so they would tell us to go mind the classes. Ninth graders are not a joke, seriously. You love to read books. What books you like usually? If I tell you I'm more into like non-fiction at the moment, I've not started reading any books, so I guess I've paused my reading for a while. But I like non-fiction books that are mainly stats based. Self-help is also good. It is interesting. History, world history, and Indian history too. I've heard Russian history is pretty depressing. I don't know. I'm into history as well at some point, but like my history is not that good. Unfortunately, if I'm truthful about it, it's not that good. World history, I find European history pretty interesting. It can be once again a little like haywire sort of, but I like knowing about them. I just know small chunks of everything. You know that quote, "Jack of all trades, master of none." Like literally, that's me because like I don't think I'm extremely good at one field. I just know like a bunch of small things from other fields. But once again, better than a master of one. So knowing a lot of things is actually pretty good. But it's like half based somewhat. You write an article. You can try Blogger. I mean, if I tell you, if you want to write like blogs and stuff, Blogger is pretty interesting. I used to write blogs before. I used to write blogs, but my blogs were mainly like creative writing. They were like a creative outlet rather than something that is like an article. I was very much into blogs before. I used to write them. Nowadays, I don't barely get the time, but I heard like Blogger is one of the best websites. for blog writing. Substack is also good, but I don't think it's like much popular for articles. It's mainly popular for like contemporary writing, I guess. Our heritage is like a very it's a very vast topic. But I would definitely like to see like a very long, lengthy, well detailed piece on it maybe. That would be good actually. You know, my blogs, like the length I used to write, like I used to like writing it was like around 3,000 words. I don't know how I managed that, but still. Neither am I good with social media, not at all. I don't really use it much because all my social media is only for the street dogs. Seriously, it's only to raise awareness for that and help me in my journey. I'm good with reading. Writing also, I used to be into writing. I usually like to write very lengthy essays. That's what I like to do. That is one of my things, and I don't think I'm gonna trade it for something else. Never. It's gonna be one of my top favorite hobbies to do. Actually, you know, at some point, I guess I was interested in paleontology as well. You know, like astronomy, like I don't know much about it. It's a pretty vast topic. Once again, when topics are very big, no idea. I don't know how I would explain it. 2 or 3 pages, literally. I know, guys. I know that you guys had to write very long answers, but that's like excellent, like grip strength, though I guess. Ever had like hand cramps? I remember like I have a callus, like a callus over here. I have a callus here alongside here and here. That is all due to writing, and here as well. That is all due to writing a lot. Because even in my free time, I have like a notebook that I write in, and it's it's like filled to the brim. Astronomy is pretty interesting, yeah, right? Something about space and stuff, it's intriguing to me, it is. But I'm glad though I can connect with someone regarding similar things. I feel like it is quite interesting. What else is there? Actually, like rocketry is also nice, but I don't know much about it. I just tried like a rocket simulator once. It's like a rocket simulator you can like download on your phone or something. I tried to use it. You can make like rockets land on the moon and stuff, and you can even make like a journey back. Quite interesting stuff, but I believe you would need like very good knowledge in rocketry because I feel like I was not that good at it. I'm not going to get into detail honestly because it's going to be very confusing. So, have you read any fiction or anything at some time? The only fictions I've read is like Apple and the Rain was like my first like novel that I read. It was about like family stuff, like familial problems or something. But I don't know exactly. I was into reading like William Shakespeare books as well. I have like 3 books of that dude. Rocket Simulator, that is like kind of a game, but it's like a simulation sort of thing. It's okay, you're not familiar with it. Don't worry. It's a pretty underground, not underground thing. It's a pretty underrated small thing. I don't think the app is that popular, so but it's a good time pass. It's a good time pass, but it really makes you tense at some point because you actually have to regulate the fuel and everything. Everything you have to do on your own. It's a lot. Well, you tell me something from your side, like any interest, any topics on a startup about your anything that you like, you want to discuss. You can go ahead with that. I mean, I'm always open to any discussion, anytime. Hello, Abhi, where are you from, and what do you do for a living? Because I'm trying to find like similar points that we two can talk about, like both of us. Just give me a moment, guys. Let me like adjust my chair or something. It's confusing. Okay, hold on. I'm so sorry. I was adjusting my chair. Like I was moving way too close to the camera at some point. Oh, spiritualism. Oh, I'm not into that much, unfortunately. I don't discuss about spiritualism much on the lives because a lot of people have very differing opinions on that. Do you know something about philosophy? Philosophy is like maybe we can talk about philosophy. That is somewhat like watered down spiritualism only, I guess. Not watered down spiritualism, but it does discuss similar fundaments, right? I'm more into like fallacies. I'm proving the fallacies wrong. That's what I like the most. I don't know why. Odd selection of topics I have. Philosophy, yeah. We can talk about like are you familiar with fallacies? Are you familiar with that? If you're not, then don't worry, it's fine. We can talk about it in general. The way people have tried to define what philosophy is, it actually makes me laugh sometimes because I feel like philosophy is like it's a very broad thing. Like, how can I explain it? It's just exactly what we think. Like, what we think, who we are. It just feels like that. It's like rational study of like just existence, knowledge, values, reason, reality, everything. I don't know. All I know is like it was like derived from the word like Greek word that is philosophia. That was like love of wisdom or something. Yeah. What do you like the most? Because there's like metaphysics and there's epistemology. Epistemology is I guess knowledge and justification. Then there's ethics and logic. I love logic. Logic is something I love the most. I don't know why. Something regarding logic, discussing about logic and how rationality works. It's quite interesting. I feel like logic and history do go like hand in hand. They go hand in hand sometimes. Alongside, like if you talk about epistemology, right, like justification, they go hand in hand at some point. Critical analysis, where rational arguments to understand existence, knowledge, and values. I don't know. I love like rational arguments. I love to discuss about these things. It's interesting at some point, and it's like I like the conversations where people have differing opinions, but we can actually debate on it instead of having a full-on fight. Like you know what I mean. Existence talking about that makes me a little. It makes me go into an existential crisis, but yeah, logic and history are quite similar. Like similar as in I guess the components, the vibe, if you talk about exactly, it could be quite similar. Because logic, if we say that's like valid reasoning. And it is one of the branches of from the traditional structure of philosophical inquiry. And being humans, I feel like logic is naturally ingrained in us, but it depends. There are many cultural scopes as well. There's like I don't know, there's Persian philosophy. There's like Eastern philosophy, Western philosophy. If I'm honest, I'm into Western and Eastern more. But like, I feel like I like to see how the two clash a lot. The scopes, I like to see how they clash. I don't know why. It's interesting to me. Can't get into depth though because most of it is somewhat related to spiritual stuff and religious stuff, which I don't really get into much. I'm more into just proving the mind wrong sometimes. Like moral values and right action. If we talk about ethics, ethics is something I discuss often. It is one of my favorites. Well, I forgot to ask you this one important thing. Since you were prepared, since you teach history, what is the favorite thing that you like to discuss, maybe in history? What do you find interesting? If you could vaguely just let me know. What the human philosophy? Oh, like this how a person thinks, I guess. Speaking of human philosophy, I'm interested in like human like philosophical fallacies, like basically just how they work. There's so many types regarding that, like how we tend to describe our things, how we justify them. I'm interested in that. Somewhat a psychological aspect also joins in. Besides that, like there are more. Actually, let me form my thoughts. Somewhat evolutionary traits also play a huge part in it. I don't know. Paleontology, I think I'm mixing like human behavior with human philosophy, but I don't know. How to justify the things, right? It's interesting. It's quite interesting at this point. Let me try to name like a fallacy, but I gotta think exactly how I'm gonna explain it. Because if I tell you my explanation is not that good. Let's talk about like formal fallacies. Let's just talk about no. Actually, let's talk about something that is very common in the current day and age. That is faulty generalizations. Do you know how people make very broad claims that is based on insufficient evidence? I feel like this happens quite often, and I guess this is how history also works in a sort of way. Like you know what I mean. Like usually when people are discussing history as well, they tend to take very small, insufficient amount of evidence and they make very broad claims. Hence, I feel like fallacies are also connected. I mean, I'm just listing like the very common ones. Alongside, there's formal as well. Formal is basically like errors in the argument. Errors in the argument, right? That is like we have formal fallacies often. We often mess up. Should I give like an example? I don't know. And then there's informal fallacies. That is an error in reasoning due to the content of the argument, which is very common. Straw man. Straw man is basically when someone mispresents someone else's argument to make it easier to attack. I'm talking a lot, right? Costa, but like you can also give your input on it, of course. You're more than welcome to do so. It's not a one-sided conversation. You can also like talk about it. I'm just trying to not go into too much depth because it's gonna get a little annoying if I go too much into depth and I start blabbering a lot. Don't want that to happen at the moment. So no listening won't do. You have to join into the chat as well on here. That's one of the rules. Because everyone's welcome. Everyone's welcome to give their opinion. So yeah. But it was very nice talking to you as well. It was interesting. It's very nice. It was a pleasure meeting you today. And I'm glad that we could agree on a lot of things. And I'm glad that my connections didn't seem ridiculous at all. But you know, Costa, this is just like a normal thing. Usually, when the chat is more active, we talk about a variety of things. And usually, a lot of people chime in, and there's like a whole debate going on here. So, you know, this live will go on till 7:30, and the next live starts at 9 p.m. More than welcome to join anytime. Otis, where are you from, and what do you do for a living? Yeah, of course. More than welcome to do so, buddy. More than welcome. You're always welcome to join anytime. What is my opinion about moral principles? Okay, well, it's gonna be a long one, I guess. I'm gonna try to make it slightly shorter. So basically, if I say, isn't moral principles basically guidelines that help individuals decide, like if like determine right from wrong, like guide them towards ethical behavior in daily life, right? See, I mean, there are a lot of components. Moral principles, if I say, mainly justice, beneficence, beneficence, and if I say non-maleficence, non-maleficence is basically like it's avoiding harm to others, and then beneficence is acting to promote the well-being of others. Yeah, honesty, responsibility, kindness, courage, respect. There's a lot. My opinion is, I see, moral principles include civic sense as well, unfortunately, which is really absent in the current day and age. If I just tell you, like a simply, if I say, moral principles are not taught, they are learned by your own self. And I feel like moral principles, those are usually taught by your atmosphere, your environment. It's not a bookish thing that you can learn easily. And unfortunately, it's absent in many nowadays. You can see like a lot of people are quite self-centered in a sense. I can see bystander syndrome has been rising a lot. People don't speak up enough. People are very aggressive nowadays when you tell them something, when you try to guide them. People have like a sort of like a syndrome that is very individualistic in a way. Individuality is not bad, but people who are very individualistic in a point that they think everything is targeted towards them, that is not good. And I feel like in the current day and age, I feel that somewhat OTTs are to blame for the lack of moral principles in people nowadays, because either way your brain is like a sponge, and your brain is like a sponge, so it absorbs everything that is near your surroundings, or like a plant. If a plant grows in like a very weird, horrible environment, it's not going to be a healthy plant. But if it grows in good sunlight, it's getting good water, the soil is nice, the base is steady, it's going to grow up to be a beautiful plant. So that's what I think is like your brain is somewhat like that. The people you surround yourself with, everything, it affects you as a person. You are what you eat, and actually this quote is pretty real. What you consume, social media, that is, what you read, what you see, who you are with, and what you choose to say, it is all a reflection of you. So it's like mind affects behavior, behavior affects mind. It's like a loop sort of, so you gotta manage it on your own. I gave like a very mixed opinion somewhat, but I don't know. See, moral principles is such a vast, such a big topic to talk about that like I can't exactly go about it in depth. Prema, where are you from? You tell me, and what do you do for a living? Non-malification, yeah, avoiding and preventing harm to others. That's true. You're from Patna. What do you do for a living? Do tell. Are you a student or are you working? You agree with me. Okay, that's good to know. I was like, actually, I can't give like an exact example, exact like opinion on it, because it's a very vast thing. And when the topic is pretty vast, I'm gonna struggle trying to answer. I'm from Darjeeling, West Bengal. Prema, what do you do for a living? Are you a student or are you working? Hello, Hardik. Where are you from? And what do you do for a living? Also, we can also add on to the opinion. By the way, you can also like add on to it, because I know we can't exactly agree with our opinions. We can't agree with each other's like 100%. We do have other takes. We can agree with like the general message of the of like the opinion, but we can't exactly agree with it. You know what I mean? So you can add on to it. More than welcome to do so. All right, no problem. I'm gonna be waiting. It's fine. I'm gonna be live till 7:30 anyway, so the wait is gonna be pretty long. Around like 2.5 hours to go. 2 hours 24 minutes. Yeah. Oh, like entitled people, right? I guess you mean that. I don't know about the depression one. I don't know exactly about the second topic that is trending, but entitlement is not even a trend anymore. Entitlement is unfortunately reality. Like the first thing you mentioned, it is unfortunately the reality. I feel like. Would you? Where are you from? And what do you do for a living? You brought up a very interesting topic actually. I would like to say unrestricted, like unsupervised access to the internet for teens is not a good idea. Just talking about this actually, just like this thing that you just brought up. I feel like I feel like the thing is, I've seen a lot of kids like in public, like they have phones and they're just scrolling on the phone of their parent. Like little kids, it's very concerning, honestly. It's a very concerning thing because I feel like, see, it's brought up a very interesting topic that's like schooling. Entitled people, if you're asking about entitled people, my opinion, it's just inferiority version of God complex. It is an inferior version of God complex, and those people are pathetic. That's what I would like to mention. Psychologically, I can't give much of a take on that because I don't know much about psychology, don't know much about it, can't give my takes on it. But those people usually they have issues going on with themselves. They just project it on other people. Hence comes the entitlement. That is basically like a fake armor, fake shield to shield themselves from such things, to shield themselves from the world, to seem very, I guess, what do I say? Very proud in a sort of way, like, that they got it going on. So it's like entitlement is pretty common nowadays. It is, especially with the rise of social media and the trends that are going on at this moment. Not good. No, I'm not. Well, Spain would. That is a weird thing to ask, and honestly, anyways, if I move on, What is your opinion on like doom scrolling? Cost of? I feel like everyone has done doom scrolling at some point. Doom scrolling is basically when you take out your phone and you just scroll mindlessly without any opinion. Like it's just basically like you scroll quickly, and I feel like it does something to your dopamine. I feel like there's many things. Some people say it's like a dopamine issue. Some people say it's like a cognitive issue. No idea. I feel like anything you do mindlessly that can be pretty harmful. I mean, because brain activity can actually reduce. It can like fall at some point, like not fall, but it will lower the brain activity. Do you get my point, Costa? I guess I have to explain it in a better way. I feel like my wording is not that good with the explanation at all. But unfortunately, entitlement is a very popular thing. It is a very popular thing. Like it's very normalized. Just because it's normalized does not mean it's good though. Sure, you can give a scenario if you wish. Surely. See, I don't know much about that either. I don't know much about it. I'm not really into psychology. Well, the one thing I mentioned though, I like to tell you about one thing. By the way, buddy, like since you said you're into history, right? Isn't globalization like a very important part of important, like not exactly important, but I believe like industrialization was a very important part in history, right? We can talk about globalization and industrialization from India's perspective, actually. I do know a little bit about that, so we can talk about it. Hello, Robin, where are you from, and what do you do for a living? We can talk about like early stages of industrialization. It just reminded me of one thing. I'm very sorry for the abrupt switch, but I remember in tenth, like when we were studying like history, there's a very like interesting chapter that was like print. Print was a very interesting chapter that we had in history. I don't know the name exactly, but basically it involved how like print like books were popularized at some point. Industrialization was also like the big part of it, but I remember reading about it. It was one of the most interesting chapters I read in terms of CBSE, I feel like. Just give me a moment, okay? I'll be back in 2 minutes. Just give me a moment, guys. I had to go keep my cup. I'm very sorry about it. I'm back. Industrialization is very interesting, actually. It is. And I don't know. There are a lot of stages in it as well. And it's actually interesting if you discuss it. Industrialization, not only from India's perspective, but from like overall, like the way it was transferred, the way it just transformed ag- agrari- agrarian agrarian is it agrarian, I don't know, agrarian economies to industrial economies, literally that were dominated by mechanized production and technological innovation. Like it's actually pretty interesting, you know. And the main thing is like just looking at it from India's perspective and seeing how all of this came into play and why so, and how it's a lot. It's very interesting. I mean, my wording is not that good, but what can I say? Do you know like the first cotton mill that was established in like Bombay, like Mumbai? I guess that was one of the like starting points, right? That was during the colonial period, I believe. And it was mainly for, but unfortunately during the colonial period, it mainly served like, I guess, British interests, which promoted, I guess, like a lot of textiles. That is like jute, and I mean, no, not jute. Sorry, it promoted a lot of like industries like jute. Yeah, sorry, jute, railway, and alongside like textiles were there. Yeah, but the unfortunate thing that was that they discouraged a lot of local innovation. Don't you think? That thing like somehow it led to like deindustrialization in traditional sectors because it was causing unemployment among artisans and craftsmen. Mainly, I guess, like if I talk about industrialization, Kolkata, like where you are from, Jamshedpur and Mumbai were like one of the earliest industrial hubs in the beginning. Post independence industrial development is also pretty interesting. Modern industrialization is also there. If I talk about challenges as a whole different sector. 1854. Yeah, I guess I'm also thinking it's something related to that. Let me search it up. Actually, I'm gonna try to do some fact checking. I don't want to be completely off with my guess. So, oh yeah, did it like yeah? Actually, I remembered something. Colonial deindustrialization, the time period between late 1750s to 1947. Like if you talk about it, didn't British policies dismantle Indian industry completely? Because they allowed only like one free trade for like British goods. That is like Charter Act, I guess, 1813. That's way before 1854. But yeah, Fort Gloucester. Yeah, yeah, you're correct about it. Yes. The history. It's actually, you know, have I read about the history exactly? I don't know. I don't know about the history behind the name, unfortunately. I did see an article regarding it, but I didn't read it at all. Wasn't there like a very surge in like growth of like maybe textiles, jute, and steel? Steel was included, yeah, steel. Geez, I kept seeing railways. I don't know why. You're quite good at numbers. I am not that good with them. Unfortunately, I'm not good. Tata Iron and Steel Company. That was in 1911, right? I guess like it was growing pretty much like modern factories. Bombay, Calcutta, and Kanpur were there. Basically, Kolkata and Mumbai were like the top. They were the beasts. But I guess in world wars, like then they stimulate, like then they have some stimulation for industrial growth because there was like supply shortages, so automatically we had gotten like an opportunity. But after the independence, I feel like India did have a pretty weak industrial base from the beginning because manufacturing like was only the manufacturing. I don't know. It was a very small percentage of like the national income, and that is according to data of like 19 51, 1951. Bombay Mill founded in 7th July. Is it like Bombay Spinning and Weaving Company, right? Isn't it called that? 7th July. I believe you're correct. I don't know who it was founded by. I don't know exactly the name of the person. Something Nana Boy Davar or something. I don't know exactly. It was established in Bombay. It was. I know who it was designed by, but I know it began like operations on something 1856. I don't know what date it is. Don't know what month. Could be February or March. I don't know. Kolkata Mill is 1888. Wait, I don't know about Kolkata much. I don't remember exactly. I'm trying to remember the name, but I don't know the name of the thing. Was it jute? Was it jute mill or something? I don't know exactly. It was not Navoy. It was Nana Boy, I guess. Nana Boy or something. I don't think it was Navoy though. I'm dead confident about it. I don't know. Then he established like multiple cotton mills, so I feel like. Hello Vivek, hi, how are you doing? Kaise ho aap? Welcome. My voice cracked. I'm so sorry. Hello Perth, where are you from and what do you do for a living? Nana Bhai, I don't know. Uh, oh gosh, I don't know. I guess now I'm getting confused. It's probably like, let me spell it out. It's like Nani Bhoy. I guess it was a Bhoy at the end. Probably. Just give me a moment. I'm trying to fix my camera again. But anyways, I'll just talk about it. I don't know if it's Nana Boy or it's Nana Bhai. I don't know, man. I don't know about the Kolkata mill. I guess is it jute? I know exactly. I guess it could be jute. I mainly studied about the ones that are only in Mumbai. I guess that was mainly included in our NCRT. Our NCRT was pretty vague with like most details. Unfortunately, we had to keep up with like one shots, like marathons, at some point, just to keep up with like whatever is there, whatever was mentioned. But I don't know much about it. I guess. I mean, I don't know about the challenges that were faced by India after the industrialization, like the post, not industrialization, but if I say like post independence, the challenges that were faced here regarding industrialization. There we go. I'm like literally, I'm mixing up the words. I don't know why. Yes, yes, you're correct. Yeah, yeah, I guess so. Mishra does bring up some sort of like memory in my head. It was at Rishraya. It was the first like jute mill. Wasn't it found like by a British like entrepreneur, and it was funded like it was financed by like a by like a same by somewhere same or something. I don't know. I don't know how much. Like I remember learning about how much like jute it produced, like how many tons of jute yarn it produced in the first 2 years. I don't know. But all I know is it did play a crucial role in India's economic development. That was particularly during the late 19th and early 20th centuries, right? If I'm not wrong. I don't know. There we go. Okay. Couldn't remember the first name of George. I don't know. I was like, it's something Auckland. I know. Like Auckland is the name, but what was the name? I heard about these things like in a podcast or something. I don't know about the date either. I just know like the year. I like double check the year once again to check like if it's correct or not. It is 1855. You're certain. I don't know. The way I remember dates and names, I don't even know at this point. I'm not even shocked that I've forgotten most of the names that I've learned about. It's like knowing details but not exactly knowing who and where and when. Where I know, when I don't know. Name wise, like it's complicated actually. I'm trying to think like of the date, but I don't know. I genuinely can't remember the date. Was the date even mentioned? Was it? I don't know. I don't think like I learned about the date. I don't think anyone knows the date at all. You're gonna fix your sound, of course, no problem. Take your time. I'm just gonna recall, try to recall in the meantime. I guess I only know the year. I don't know. I can't remember the date at all. But I know it was re-established as well, right? Wait. I know it was re-established as Calcutta Jute Meals at some point, but before that there was one more re-establishment in 1860s something. I don't know. Dude, was it 1860? I don't know exactly. I've forgotten. Hello, gentle. Where are you from, and what do you do for a living? What is your name as well? May I know why you have created a new account to join? Because when I saw that you messaged in the live, your account was recently created, like I saw 20 seconds ago. If you want to come chat, you can chat from your main account. I don't think you have to create a new account to come and chat on here, right? If you want to come and if you want to chat along in the live, come from your real account. You don't have to make a new account and come on here. Oh yeah, yeah. I know Yarn Mill was like the name, but I didn't know the first part. Dude, my memory is so bad. I'm trying to remember it, but like for some reason recalling makes me feel so tired. I'm using all my brain power for it, so not really. I don't know actually. Is that I mean, it's sort of, if I tell you honestly, it is a sort of like a scholarship only. Like, I've been already selected. So, like, literally, I'm not joking. After the 4 year course, I'll be immediately joining in with Times Now as a news anchor and debater. But don't worry about it. I mean, I don't know. I've not even started my course yet. So, I guess we can think about that later. But if I tell you honestly, like, why I want to be, speaking of this, I always mention this to everyone. The reason why I want to go into news anchoring and debating is because I'm a huge nationalist. I'm a nationalist. I love my country. I have all the nationalistic pride, that is, nationalist pride, and all for Vision 2047. So, my main aim is, somewhat it's an honor to work in the fourth pillar of democracy and like serve as a watchdog, bring awareness, and just be able to present the goods and the bads. Just present the goods mainly, talk about the country's development and everything. That was the main reason because I remember like if I mention when Operation Sindoor was going on, like a Republic Bharat had like a forum. They just took out a forum. That was Nationalist Collective. I still remember that day pretty well. I was so active on that forum. I was very much active on it, and I would write a lot of blogs before, so I would send it to both Times Group and Republic. I would send it to both of them. Hence, just seeing how far India has come and how we are doing globally and how we can be one of the potential global players and how we are strategically working to that position. Honestly, it's fine. And I can't wait for it. 2047. I cannot wait for it. And to think like you'll be like I'll be in the leading role at some point during that time, or people from my generation will be. It's a huge thing. But usually at the moment, I'll tell you about my role models as well, since I mentioned this as well. My role models, if I mention, I really used to keep up with first post before. Like Palki Sharma Upadhyay, she was there. She was in first post, Rion as well, I know. And I used to watch her. And I loved the way she would just throw the sentences very sophisticated but savage at the same time. It was like a double edged sword, whatever she would say. I loved her. I absolutely adored the way she spoke. So I would like try to copy that, somewhat replicate it. Alongside, I keep up with CNN, that is Rahul Shiv Shankar, the debates that he does. Very, very cool, very composed, very professional. And the way he takes out the points that are need to be taken out, appreciated. Secondly, Swati Joshi of Times Now, I keep up with her as well. And in Hindi, usually I keep up with Rubika Liaquat. She's currently in, I guess, Nav Bharat, I guess, Nav Bharat. Like news ki Pathshala, usually that comes. I saw her yesterday only on the TV. So, of course, he is a gem of our country. He is indeed. And honestly, I do usually keep up with him as well. I do look at his speeches. The way he presents the words, very crisp, very clear. Alongside, if I mention Shashi Tharoor's speeches as well, is pretty good. That guy has solid vocabulary. I don't know where he gets it from, but in my opinion, Palki Sharma and Dr. S.J. Shankar, alongside, if we say Shashi Tharoor, these three people are absolute beasts in terms of speaking. Like they are literally the way they will keep you listening. Like you'll just continue listening. You won't. Every word will go in your ear at some point. I don't know. I read like one of his books, by the way, Sashi Tharoor's books. It's like a wonderland of words. Lovely book. Loved it. It made me a bibliophile at some point. I like started doing crosswords again. Just seeing the way he described the words and how they're culturally connected, how we exchange words as well. Alongside culture and a lot of things with globalization, we managed to exchange words as well. It's like, did you know rickshaw was like a Japanese word to begin with, but we adapted it. So it's so strange. Most words are in art, that is dance and sing, so many things. Those are mainly French origin. Any artistic word that we have is French origin. We got so many words. Even deja vu it is not exactly English. English is just a bunch of words from different cultures mashed into one. I've not read the great Indian novel. Not really. Nope, I've not read it. Basically, a wonderland of words. It was recommended by one of my English teachers. She was very sweet, and she was one of the best teachers I had. She had given me like she let me borrow her book, so she lent me her book for a while. I just read it and then I returned it back. But I do wish to have my own copy soon. She did. She lent me one of her books. She told me like I can just read it and then I can return it back to her. She gave me a book that is of Kafka's as well. She let me read it for a while and I don't know. I she let me have it for a while. I read it and then it was pretty good. I don't know. At the moment, like my book choices are pretty limited because I don't want to buy books. Usually, I read from PDFs. I barely get the time, so I'm trying to recall because I guess I might have read like an excerpt of India from Midnight to the Millennium. Millennium. I have read like an excerpt of it. Wasn't it basically? It discussed various aspects of Indian life, various, and I guess transition from socialist economy to free market economy. I guess it was about that. Similarly, I read a book. This guy, like basically Shashi Tharoor, had recommended a book that was like basically Rukmini S book that was whole numbers and half truths. My goodness, I tell everyone that. I tell everyone, and like basically the thing is that book was the best that I read, like one of the bestest, because it discussed everything, every aspect of Indian life, from like basically caste to politics to religion to society to crime to polling, even a lot of things. So you're talking with me while preparing question paper. Geez, that is a lot. Good luck. Is it a unit test preparation, or is it like for like midterms? Yeah, let me repeat. Whole numbers and half truths. The whole numbers and half truths by Rukmini S. One of the good books. It was pretty good. I have the hardcover with me. Did a lot of notations in that, so it's pretty nice. I recommend you that book. I recommend it. Honestly, it's a very good read. And basically, the thing is, Rukmani S is a data journalist, and basically, she summed it in such a good way. She put her words in such a good way that even if you're not familiar with stats or data, are oops, I hit my mic, or are very horrible with keeping up with the data and stuff, you can simply just refer to it. Just read through it. It's going to be a breeze. You're going to know a lot of things. And actually, the book was published in 2021, I believe. It's a little old. Old? Not really. I don't know. But I recommend it. It's a very good book. Midterms. Oh, well, good luck to the students. Hopefully, they do well. It is our one, yeah. What data cannot tell us about modern India? It's like a it just made me realize that it's such a vast thing. So it's such a big thing, like GDP is discussed, and so many things are discussed, and I wish I could go on a tangent about it. I wish I could talk about it, blabber a little bit more, but I don't know. It's going to be a pretty lengthy conversation if I go into depth. Hopefully they do well. Hopefully so. They will. Don't worry. If like they have a good teacher on their hands, they have a good teacher alongside, so they will do fine. They will be just all right. You should give them hacks, like hacks on like how to tackle the paper. Give them slight hints. I'm just joking. Don't do that. I remember when we had exams coming up, my classmates would ask our teachers so many times to give like important questions. You know what I mean by important questions, and like basically indirectly asking what is going to be in the paper. I don't know why. I don't know if this is a common thing with like ninth graders. We used to do that a lot. GDP is way more bigger than you thought. Oh my gosh. I remember like keeping up with the 2025 one, my jaw dropped on the floor for a second. It made it like the third largest, I feel like. And I feel like the GDP is expected to grow more. Some people said the projections will be at least like 6.5. It would indicate the projections are going to indicate a 6.5 growth rate in 2026, but no idea. But all I know is the service sector is like 55% of the GDP. That is like, it reflects like the robust economic growth. And we're growing pretty quick, pretty well. So it's actually good. But it's way larger than I thought. Yeah, I can understand that. We usually underestimate numbers a lot, don't we? It is actually growing. It is. It is. Pretty quickly so. I'm thinking actually, I'm trying to add it up. 7.8, yeah, that's true. Okay, 7.8, 7.8 is correct. This is basically due to like domestic demand and policy reforms, yeah. Yes, yes, you're correct about that one. That was mainly, see, like it is projected between 6.5 to 6.6, yeah. Those indicate like that percentage of growth. I feel like if this is true, India's economy is positioned to outpace China's growth rate of like 4.8. I don't know. But I feel like hasn't the RBI like slightly revised it to forecast to 6.5, because I mean we can consider like the global rate disruptions and the recent like US tariffs that were there. There could be potential headwinds, but despite that, despite the challenges and everything, I feel like Indian economy is pretty resilient and it's continuing to grow pretty well. I'm not sure either. I'm just these are some things that I've checked and I'm recalling from my head from the editorials that I've read. Simply, it's just that take everything we say with a grain of salt. The other two people who are watching the live, I don't know. Two people, the other three people, yeah. Oh, it's one person now. Well, that dropped pretty quick. Could be a glitch on my screen. I don't know. It's four now. Never mind. Yeah, I mean we are six at the moment, but falls are pretty normal. It's pretty normal to be falling and then rising. That's a common thing. It happens. But there are many, I guess, analysis and everything as well. I mean, there's many. But these fluctuations are these are very normal. Sometimes you'll see Germany also take a blow and fall down slightly. Sometimes Japan would also go through a similar blow, UK as well. So some editorials are pretty faulty with the way they present the news also. Some are pretty faulty in like in a sort of way. That's why, whenever recently, I feel like it's a thing that many people usually, when they're referring to news or anything else, people refer to one source, which is actually pretty dangerous. And in my opinion, I feel like whenever we are keeping up with news, I usually like to double check from multiple sources, have a look on my own, because some editorials can be pretty faulty with the way they present the information. And unfortunately, you have to also do your own research alongside. People who actually take news from social media, it's a concerning thing. Facebook and Instagram journalism isn't going to do anything. You got to keep up with the editorial side. The big boys, if you say, the big guys are basically the editorials and the actual news channels, I would say. GDP growth rate is, I feel like it's 6.5, right? It could be. It is projected at roughly 6.5, I believe. Because if you look at infrastructure investment, service exports, and domestic consumption also is the three main factors. There are many other factors as well, but hold on, let me adjust my stance on the chair. I'm literally about to fall off. I'm very sorry. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Me too. Infrastructure. Okay, I got it. I know about you, but I got it. Actually, like sometimes there is a little bit of a problem trying to pronounce it. I don't know why. I don't have the struggle often. Some days I just have bad days with pronunciation. Unfortunately, it takes a whole different turn whenever I'm trying to pronounce these words. It's like a tongue twister. Hello, KBS Ward. Where are you from and what do you do for a living? Exactly, if I say Nifty, like stock market wise, or don't ask me any questions. I'm very lost in that, very much so. I look at the chart. Sometimes I do check it out, but isn't it down by like minus 210 I guess 210 or 210.08. I feel like I don't know why it's falling though. I mean, I guess I do have some points, but slightly confused about it. I check out like the chart and that's it. Oh, you did join. I'm so sorry. It was like my live was reconnecting. You did join before, I believe. What is your good name, TBS Ward? And basically, have you had a look at my channel description? You can check it out. Can check it out, read through it, and then you can come back and we can have a talk. Do tell me your nationality as well. I have no idea either, though. Cost of I don't know any. I don't know much. These are interesting, somewhat, but I don't know. I don't know much. Political point of view, if I mention, honestly, if I say I'm a centrist, I am a nationalist by heart. And in one word, if I say all for Vision 2047, that is. And I'm not like one of those people, not one of those people who just trash talk about the country on the media, call it journalism, talk about trash talk it, present it in a negative light throughout the year, 365 days, the type of people who do independent journalism, showcase the country in a negative light throughout, and insult the own nation. I'm not one of those people. I'm the people who take pride in my country, the developments that have been done, and I'm someone that believes that criticism is fine. There are some policies that are done, economic policies that have faults in them. There are a few faults. And we as citizens, civilians, we have the right to criticize and to question. But if we say if we say that people who just downright insult the country all the time and say whatever shit that is in their economy or whatever, not one of those people. My main aim is to stay in the country, to work for my country, to provide, to basically contribute economically to it and stay loyal. That's it. Yeah, there are some criticism, not abusing. Yeah. Abusing is a whole different thing. We can criticize in a logical way, don't you think, right? Cost of. I feel like, see, abusing and just putting it in a negative light, acting like all the problems are wrong, all the problems are only in this country, and acting like all the other countries are paradises. I'm not really into that stuff. Criticize it, talk about it, provide your views, you can do it. But just because you have a platform does not mean that you're gonna go on it. And some of these people are so stupid, they refer to stats, they refer to statistics that are like global statistics, and they compare India, not knowing that geopolitics and just the political tensions, everything Those affect the stats. Stats can be manipulated globally as well, shockingly. I have so many examples. But you know, cause of this why I always believe this line that is Israel has enemies all around itself, whereas we, as Indians, our country, India, has enemies within. Don't you agree with that? Seriously, but that's what I'm saying. Right. If you only talk about the problem, bombard it, not exactly offer solution, and twist it completely, then who's gonna find the answer? Criticism is more than welcome. You can criticize it. You can. Like, let us talk about the civic sense of people. Me being a nationalist, I'm not going to defend that we are doing great in terms of civic sense. I'm saying that India is good globally. We are in a very good global stance and we can further move ahead. But people have zero civic sense at all. I feel like we usually struggle with that often. Sorry, my dog was barking. I had to take care of her. I have a dog. Her name is like Yumi. She's a Spitz mix. She barks a lot, so you can criticize. See, that's good to know. That's nice. Sometimes you know, you know what's outlandish. Let me tell you, Costa. I'll tell you. On here, people challenge my views, so I ask them that why are you challenging mine? You give me your point of view, so then I can actually add on to it. People go silent. It's shocking. People ask me like, "What is your opinion on current like political issues?" I ask them their point of view. They disappear. People are just like finding ways to criticize other people for no reason. Lack of civic sense. Yeah, it's very dangerous. I know, right? Littering everywhere. We have this mindset that someone else is gonna clean up our mess. It's not good. Seeing the way just seeing Indian tourists, the way they behave outside it abroad, it gives me secondhand embarrassment. No wonder people picture us globally in a bad light. It's so embarrassing. I don't know. Hello, Miku Sharma. Welcome to the live. By the way, Miku Sharma, I had mentioned once, like when you had joined the live, to check out my channel description. Have you had a look at it? And why don't you contribute something for the beautiful souls that are street dogs? Because I mentioned last time as well. It is very dangerous. That is true. I'm glad the cost of that we are on like a even ground, like a similar ground, at least with our opinions. It's very refreshing to talk to someone who actually gets the point that I'm trying to make. It is embarrassing indeed. It does feel very embarrassing personally. All due to these people. Like in the name of embracing the culture, they do so many things that it's just like no ethics at all. And I wonder how did these people get their visa accepted? It's shocking to me. Like dancing in an airport, like doing garba everywhere. It's not good. Come on. Dancing everywhere, dancing in circles, and talking loudly in tourist places. Sound good? Not at all. You have one cat and one dog. What dog do you have? What is the breed of the cat as well? Mine is a Spitz mix. Her name is Kumi. She is like a small breed. She barks a lot though. She barks way too much. Very talkative. Oh, it's staring at me. Well, hi to the cat then. What is the name of the cat and the dog? Oh, it's a lab. Oh my god, I love Labradors. I love Labradors. They're very cute. What color lab is it? Is it like a golden lab or like a brown lab or black lab? Jimmy. Oh, that's nice. It reminded me of the song. The song. That I guess that can be her theme song, maybe. That song might suit her the most. Oh, golden one. Oh, that's so nice. How old is she? And what is the name of the cat as well? Tell me about the cat. Oh, she's getting old. That is unfortunate though. It's very sad when dogs start having like a light colored nose. That's how you know they're getting older. Hello, Kyle. Thanks, I appreciate it. Where are you from and what do you do for a living? Nikki and Jimmy. Oh, that's a cute duo. That's a cute duo name. How old is the cat? What color is the cat? Oh, it's black and white. Oh, that's actually so cute. Are they like best friends or something? That's actually very nice. That's so sweet. Even if I tell you like the street dogs I feed, they have so many names. I've given them so many names and they're very cute, honestly. Each one of them have like around two or three names each. Just 1 year old. That's like isn't that like an adolescent for cats? I don't know. I know like dog years, like 1 year in dog years would be like an adolescent, but I don't know about others. Maybe a cat that is 1 years old is also like an adolescent only, if I'm not wrong. Cats grow pretty quickly, not gonna lie. Because I remember like there are like I don't know how many, there are like eight street cats, like stray cats. They do get food by the way. Like usually if I tell you my mother usually feeds street like stray cats as well. They were like so small and now that I saw them like they're so big. Cats grow fairly quicker than dogs, I feel like. Oh, hello, hello. Hello, Vasu Sharma. Hello. And Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Bharat Mata Ki Jai to all. And how are you doing today? I guess 1 year is adolescent for cats. I'm just taking a guess. Because I guess cats, when dogs, when they're 1 years old, they're very energetic. They're like sharks. They're like mini sharks. Oh my goodness. Because if I explain to you, like, when I was in first grade, I used to have a dog. He was like a blonde lab. His name was Miko. He was so energetic when he was like 1 years old. My goodness. It would, it was such a, what do I say? It was such a funny thing. So, I don't know. My day was good. I'm doing good. We're just taking some snacks. What are you having? What are you snacking on? I usually, if I tell you my favorite snacks, I like to have fruits. Usually, I don't know. I don't eat that many snacks on the side. Yeah, so I guess first year will definitely be like the first year is definitely the adolescence. Second adds 9, and then each year after adds 4 human years. Oh my god. How do you know all this stuff? I don't know exactly how to calculate it. How old is your lab? How old is she? Drink chai or sometimes coffee. I like chai a lot. Chai is my favorite. I just had chai earlier. You must have seen the red mug. I finished my chai up. Sometimes coffee, like very rarely I have coffee, very rarely. I prefer chai more. Chai is one of my favorites, especially like masala chai, it's the best. My dog is barking, very sorry about it. She's barking a lot. I don't know. Oh, she's in her ninth year. Oh, that is. Oh, I love senior dogs. So senior dogs are very cute. That's unfortunate though. The bittersweet feeling of seeing like a pet grow older and like I don't know. It makes you feel very upset. It makes you feel very like I don't know. Just seeing senior dogs makes you feel very bad. I get very emotional. It's okay though. I mean, just be with her most of the time. Talk with her, and you'll feel better. Don't worry. Don't overthink like me, or else you're gonna feel bad. Barking all day long. Mine does as well. Actually, she does. She barks a lot. She barks way too much for her own good. She barks a lot, and she's just like any small sound she hears, she has to bark on it. She'll bark, and the thing is, she won't bark alone. She will bark, and she'll come running to you. She'll stare at you, and she'll just bark, and she'll come. And until and unless you go and talk to her, like you go and like you follow her, she's gonna continue barking. She's like that. I don't know why. So usually my mother takes care of her when I'm doing my lives. That is what every dog feels like. If you go out with your pet, she'll be very happy. I don't know. If I even talk with her like Kumi, she's very happy. But she's very mischievous as well. She's barking again. I don't know why. Please ignore it, okay? I swear. I don't know why she barks so much. Usually it's somewhat calm, but today I guess she chose violence with her words. I don't know what she's barking at. Probably just like sometimes the curtains move and she barks at that as well. I don't know why. Of course, and sending love to your pets as well. Of course. I'd send, actually, she's still somewhat tempered. Kumi's somewhat tempered. Do you know the street dogs that I feed? Jeez. If you look at the videos, whenever I take like a mat, usually to feed them, so when I put down the mat, they will start dancing on the mat. They start rolling on the mat. They start spinning on the mat. They start playing. They start pushing each other around and they push each other towards me. So I've also nearly fallen few times due to them. My goodness. And they're way more talkative than Kumi. They're so talkative. They bark a lot and like they bark to me and they like make weird sounds while talking to me. I don't know why. I love dogs. I love how expressive they are. I love animals in general. Dogs, mainly like street dogs, are so like they're so expressive and they are so cool. You give them cool names also. I love them honestly. They are, yeah, they're very happy around me. Unfortunately, I try to give them food and usually they will jump on my hand. That's why the food like literally falls on them at some point. Whenever I'm giving them treats, some of them they want to eat from my hand only. They'll not eat from the mat. They eat from my hand and usually they're very happy to see me because I come to feed them in the afternoon. That is mainly due to the donations that people have given. Thanks to them, that is like due to them. I can feed them in the afternoon. They're hungry throughout the day, so they're always happy to see me. Even after giving them food in the afternoon, when I go during the night time, they're way more excited than they were ever to see me, as if they've never seen me at all. And they start jumping, they start dancing, they start barking. It's like so it's so hard to exactly even get mad at them because they're just happy. If you put your hand down, they'll lick your hand. Thank you so much. I really like it. Truly means a lot. But Costa, it was very nice talking to you. It was very refreshing, and I'm glad that you stuck around in the live. You can always join at 9 p.m. also, so we can always talk because many other people join as well, and we have like such silly but like healthy discussions on things. It's truly the best. Dogs can identify your soul. Yeah, dogs know whether you have good energy or bad energy. That's something I believe wholeheartedly. Actually, if a dog is is comfortable around you, that means you're a good soul. And the thing is that I was always an empath. I always loved street dogs a lot. And just seeing them go through such a hard street life, it feels unfair because these poor souls do nothing. The reason why they sometimes could be aggressive is because people are the first ones to like abuse them and be cruel towards them. People can be so cruel, honestly. And the audacity of humans to blame animals for their instincts, it is insane. But like street dogs don't have anyone. They got no one and no one to take care of them, no one to show them love. So I'm glad to be the person and that is at least someone who can take care of them in the meantime. And I've been doing this for around 18 months. Recently started posting it though so that I can take care of them and feed them at least 3 times a day with my earnings and after my channel gets monetized at least. Some people, yeah. Some people are very, very people, I'll tell you, 95% of the humans are the cruelest ones, only the 5% are the good ones. Whereas if we talk, 95% of the street dogs are the best. The other five ones, they might be aggressive. That too, it is the human's fault because people are very abusive towards them, and that's solely because we developed it as a defense. Truly, though, but Kaustav, it's very hard to get people who are compassionate and care about animals as well in the current day and age. Slightly hard because people they're insane, honestly. I like speaking of street dogs as well. I love indie breeds. I love indie breeds. I don't know the names of like Indian breeds much like dogs, but they're so adorable. I love them. They're such sweet souls. I love all of them equally, honestly. Of course, whenever, if I tell you regarding the contribution, whenever you wish, you can let me know because usually on the lives I take contribution through QR and scanner, and whoever wish to contribute, they let me know. I show them the scanner, and the only thing is like yeah, surely, and the only thing is it's always welcome, and all of it goes for the afternoon meals always. It goes for the afternoon meals, and it's tremendous help. You can. Of course, it's up to you. You can always let me know. And in the meantime, you can join and we can have like, as debates were going on, did we have a debate? Not exactly, but did we have a good discussion on a variety of things? We did. And it's very rare to like find people can discuss and we can have a good like discourse on things. I feel like it's very rare. And I'm glad that we have shared like mutual perspectives at least on things. Hello Swapnil, where are you from and what do you do for a living? Oh yes, they are, definitely. I feel like street dogs are, they are the most pure animals and very, very adorable. They are. Okay, no problem. Take your time. What's wrong, Ira? What's wrong? Why are you apologizing? Strange. Oh, you dropped her off in your. Oh, you dropped like the. Wait, I mean, Costa, you dropped like the. Um, you dropped your cat in your mom's room, alright. You can talk about philosophy, of course. Misjudged my lifetiming. How? It's fine. Don't worry. I mean, don't worry about it. It's okay. Mistakes are meant to be made. I got so worried. I was like, what happened? Rohit, where are you from in Uttarakhand and what do you do for a living? Introduce yourself first. We can talk about philosophy, of course, we can. Mistakes are meant to be made. I almost said mistakes can be made. I'm not fine. Oh, my brain is not okay. Well, Ira, how are you doing today? How's your day going so far? Any plans you have? I guess Indian takeout was one of the plans for today, but I don't know. No, rules are not meant to be broken. I don't agree. I don't agree with that sentence. I do not. No, I don't agree with that. Do I? I don't know. Mistakes are meant to be made. I mean, we are humans, right? But you cannot break the rules. Girl, you good today? I feel like you're not doing. I don't think you're functioning well. I'm doing good. I'm doing good, by the way. How are you doing? Did you get enough sleep? Did you catch on some good Z's? I don't know. Too much commotion, too much noise. Hangover. Yeah, okay. That's how I can. Okay, I can sense it from a mile away. Something was wrong. Well, have spicy food to make yourself feel better. I guess some people have spicy food for that stuff. I don't know. I'm just gonna sip on my water. My water will do fine. By the way, Costa, we can definitely bring up something about philosophy. Any topics? I'm mainly asking like, where are you from in Uttarakhand? Which city? And I'm asking you, what have you done your major in? What have you done? What have you studied? Give me a moment, guys. I need to like adjust my stance on the chair again. This is like the fifth time. Jeez. Give me a moment, guys. There we go. As like tilting away. They have low spice tolerance. Oh no, that is sad. I don't think you can eat Indian takeout then. If I'm being very honest, it's pretty spicy stuff. Cold resistance, probably. It's like a treat sort of thing, right? It's like a treat. An indirect treat, indirect or unintentional treat. My hair is a mess as usual. I don't know why it's so. I'm so annoyed by this thing. I swear to God. Unintentional treat. Are you having like a headache or something at the moment? Maybe there might be medicine for it. I don't know. I don't know how to deal with stuff. I'm so confused. Kings, where are you from and what do you do for a living? I'm not familiar with the community actually because I've never visited Uttarakhand at all. So, what have you studied exactly? What subjects? Do introduce yourself properly so I can go ahead with my introduction. You prefer your hair long? Yeah, I'm trying to grow this thing out as well. I want it to be like till my elbow at least, but that's gonna take a while. Yeah, that's gonna take a very long time for me. Mind and reality. Well, what can we talk about? Mind and reality in terms of philosophy. Wait, I'm trying to genuinely think. Is it like human consciousness and reality? We can talk about like how it can be, I don't know, how we can talk about it, like how they are related in a sense. We can talk about it first, Costa, and then I can add on to it. You need to also bring up some things. You don't take medicine. Oh, no, no, no. You don't deserve to suffer. No, no, no. That's not a good mindset to have. You gotta take medicine for it. It will help. It will make you feel better, but it's up to you. It's your choice. If you're thinking of it as a mode of discipline, then sure, go ahead. Physical brain activity or something else. Brain and mind is very different, I feel like. Is it? Isn't mind like a emergent Isn't it like a emergent property of the brain? Isn't that? Mind to body is something else, and brain to body is something else. Mental lives basically that's in the mind, and brain controls the physical aspect, physical existence. Dude, I don't know. I'm trying to see. Mine is not just physical activity. I feel like it is just a process that emerges from the complex activity of the brain. Feels like it, but those are very different. All I know, mind and brain is very different. So we can't like exactly consider them as the same. Mind and soul, yeah, yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Oh, of arts. All right. Well, Rohit, if I introduce myself, I'm from Darjeeling, West Bengal, and I'm a student of mass communication. My first year begins in October itself. After the 4 year course, I'll be joining as a news anchor and debater with Times Now. Interesting, actually. It took a while. Well, Rohit, make sure to like the live and subscribe as well. Good luck with the job hunting, I feel like. And what are your hobbies? What do you like to do? I'm not familiar with Uttarakhand much, never visited at all, so it's unfortunate. I mean, mind and soul are similar. Mind and brain are pretty, it's like yin and yang, yin and yang. People usually think they're the same, but they're not. I would say yin and yang for like examples. I don't know why. It's a bad habit of mine. It's very overused in my case. Kostov's new here, by the way. He joined us today itself. You guys can have a chatter along because I guess I'm slightly brain dead to be talking about this. I'm a little tired, you know. Sukesh, where are you from, and what do you do for a living? Had a feeling. Oh, well, I don't know exactly. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I had some water. Don't worry. I drank some. Nearly done with this one. Hopefully, I can finish it by the end of the live. So, Sukesh, what do you do for a living? Let me read the message. Hold on. Mind is like seen as like an active emergent like property of physical brain. It's not exactly separate, but they are a little different. Like, how do I say it? God, I wish I had like a good wording to describe what I'm thinking, but I can't. Isn't the mind just like a high order phenomenon like generated by brain's complex neural dynamics? Like basically, isn't it like materialism, physicalism, materialism, that we feel like mind is like a direct product of neural processes? I don't know, dude. I feel like I'm mixing up the topics now. My mind is going insane. You have but requires too much mental willpower. I am a brain dead. I don't know exactly. I can't talk about it. I'm just confused. Oh, you're really into music, movies, or poetry? Chess as well. One of the best tea producers all over India. I feel like it is. It has a lot of global exports as well, and I feel like Assam is known for its CTC, whereas Darjeeling is known for its like aromatic flavor tea. You know, Darjeeling mainly is known for its taste and aroma. You're into poetry? That's good to know. Well, Rohit, if I tell you I'm into books. I like reading books a lot. Well, there's a shelf at the back. I like reading books alongside. I also love. I was into chess at some point, but I was a very mediocre player. I was very mediocre at that. So I guess I want to get into it again. Alongside, I love crosswords. I love to solve the Rubik's Cube often. Alongside, I also like Sudoku. Sudoku is one of my favorites. And I love debates as well. I love keeping up with debates. Usually, there are a lot of news debates whenever I do my lives. Unfortunately, can't keep up with that. So I usually just watch the retelecast. Well, movies, I don't know. I'm not a cinephile exactly, but I'm very much interested in writing as well. I used to write blogs before. And main thing is basically my channel. Like I love street dogs, so I take care of them. Like the street dogs are in my locality. I take care of them from my own pocket expense. I feed them one time. So my main aim is to grow the channel and feed them 3 times a day. And you can check out more. You will get to know more about me from the channel description. And have a look, read through it. Also, like you can definitely look at the live timings as well. I believe we can have a good discourse because on the lives we talk about a variety of topics, and you can also join in. You can also chatter along. Be sure to like the live in the meantime and subscribe to the channel as well. Oh, Earl Grey tea. Like I don't know exactly. I've not drank like Earl Grey tea. I guess I don't think so. I've not drank that tea at all. Maybe I don't know. Hold on. It's like black tea that is flavored with like oil extract, right? I guess. Have you drank it? I don't know. It's like the rind of the. It's taken from the rind of the bergamot citrus fruit or something. Tangy black tea. Yeah, yeah. Citrus, so it's tangy. There we go. Never had it, never drank it, surprisingly. I'm more of like a chai person. I like milk tea more. And I've had like basic black tea. You don't know the details, neither do I. I'm just guessing. It's a guessing game. My dog is barking so much. Why is she barking so much? I'm getting frustrated trying to be audible over the noise. My nose is pretty blocked today. It's pretty stuffy. It's okay, you love the noise. Okay. Masala chai. I love masala chai. And you ask basically, you ask what is patriotism in my eyes. Patriotism, in my eyes, basically, if I explain, I'll explain it as a patriot myself. Someone who is devoted to the country and shows vigorous support for the nation itself. That is what patriotism is in basic words. And if I explain it in the current day and age, that would be someone who does not ridicule every aspect of the nation for the sake of appearing very forward. If I explain, because nowadays there's an ongoing trend. If you're with the government, not with the government, fine. If you're with the country and you say India's developing, India's doing good in this sector, this, that, and you say India's doing good, we have moved ahead, we're advancing in this thing. People have this habit of saying that क्या ही बोले like होता है ना like Andhbhakt is the main name that I've seen that has come out of people's mouths. They call us, they say that we are with the government and we are too, like, what do I say, blinded by the narrative, as people say. But nowadays, it's cool within my generation also to be criticizing the nation, and yeah, not standing for the national anthem also. Some people don't want to stand for the national song as well, I've seen. And they don't want to do that. They think it's cool to disregard the developments of the country. To It's cool to like say that you want to move abroad, you don't want to stay in the country. People think it's cool to disregard the cultural aspects as well, and it's insane. Basically, its civic duty is, yeah, voting in elections, following laws. Basically, it is like local, helping out in local communities as well. Simple. Patriotism, it comes from within the heart. That's nationalism, that comes from within. It's just support for the country. And criticizing it is not a bad thing. You can criticize anything. But negatively portraying your own country in a very bad light just for the sake of wanting to look like you're going forward and you're not blinded, don't know what to say at this point. And many people, unfortunately, nowadays, they do half-assed research. They come on the internet, they come to me as well, they tell me, they ask my opinion. When I tell them that this thing, they don't know much about it, silence. It's absolute silence. I've seen this with the protests that was going on. I've seen this with everything that was going on. People are absolute quiet. Oh, I'm into like mainly stats, like statistical books. That's the thing. That's your opinion. That is my opinion as well. Don't worry. I guess we have similar opinions. Hello, Aryan. Welcome to the live. Make sure to like the live. How are you doing today? How's the studies or how is it going? Hello, Manjesh. Where are you from and what do you do for a living? Rohit, like exactly how long have you been into chess? Exactly. I've not played it much, I guess. I tried my hand at online chess. That's when I realized I was truly mediocre because in my school days, I would just play in the class and I would somehow do well comparatively from my classmates. But then I realized, like, I'm going to try to play online because I don't have any buddies to play along with. Played it online, realized I'm not good at all, so I gave up on it. Though I guess I should make notes and stuff and then like play chess. That's what I think. Oh my god, how long does it take you to like finish your painting usually? I forgot to ask. What's the duration? Usually for my sketches, I would take around an hour, 1 hour, I guess. I'll take like 1 hour. I don't know how long it takes for rendering, like painting and stuff, like FX and stuff. So, but Ira, by the way, one thing I would like to mention: how's your eyes? How are your eyes? I forgot to ask that, but usually, from what I know, you felt like a stabbing sensation. That usually it's like eye strain, like very bad eye strain. I believe the effects might still be there, but I don't know. Hello, Michael. Hi. How are you doing? By the way, buddy, what about the contribution? What about the contribution that you were talking about that you promised? You mentioned that your friend Devdas will be coming in the live, and Devadas or Devdas will be coming in the live and will be contributing. Like he'll be asking for the QR. But recently, Devadas just comes, he says hi, and he disappears. What about it? Would you mind explaining? Sure, you can. Of course, no problem. Anyone's more than welcome. You're pretty good at chess, Rohit. Oh, that's good to know. I'm not that good with chess. Don't worry, it's fine. I guess I'll just work on the notes and stuff. Right now, I'm not much into it. Hello, Naveen, where are you from and what do you do for a living? Okay, all right. Well, just give me a moment. Yeah, of course, more than welcome. Of course, she can join. She can join into the live, and she can always talk. She can join into the conversation because we usually have healthy conversations here. More than welcome, of course. She's more than welcome on here. Just let me know what name she'll be coming through so I can also talk with her. And okay, Michael, got it. And by the way, I did check your email regarding the proposal. I did check it out. I did talk with two people. I did mention it to them. So the other two people have mentioned that they'll let me know later regarding the proposal that you had sent on the email. But cost of honesty, your friend is more than welcome on the live. She is. But just let me know when she'll be joining. That's it. Hello, Justin. Where are you from, and what do you do for a living? Okay, yeah, there we go. Economics, yeah. I mean, I'm into economics. I am. I know about it somewhat. I mean, if you bring it up, if you bring up certain points, then I'll know. Justin, what is your name, by the way? What is your name, and where are you from? What is exactly your stream of engineering as well? You had a call to attend to. That's fine. Don't worry. It is fine. It is okay. I thought like maybe you were in the background. That's why. Hafiz, first you tell me where are you from and what do you do for a living? Oh, okay. Your name is Akash. Okay, my channel has not been monetized yet because the watch time criteria is still remaining. And well, where are you from, Akash? You first you tell me where you're from and what do you do for a living? What is your name as well? Oh, you're from Odisha. Where in Odisha? Which city? And how long have you been in the field of mechanical engineering? How long? So, and then after that, I'll introduce myself. Not exactly, Rohit. The comments are not being hidden. I feel like. I mean, I'm keeping up with the comments pretty well. I mean, there are some words that have been blocked in my moderation system that is mainly political, or there are few words that have been blocked. So if you're typing those out, the comments will be automatically hidden. Otherwise, I'm getting your comments. Q, where are you from in Kerala, and what degree are you doing at the moment? To mention your name exactly, and what degree are you doing? Just give me a moment, okay? Cost of. I'll just get back to you in a moment. Oh, it's been 8 years now in your field. Okay, in the field. If I tell you, basically, I'm from Darjeeling, West Bengal, and I'm a student of mass communication. My first year begins in October itself. After the 4 year course, I'll be joining as a journalist as a news anchor and debater with Times Now. Well, Akash, I guess you might find your work enjoyable then, since it's been around 8 years, right? Rahul, first you tell me where you're from and what you do for a living. Oh, what year are you in exactly for journalism and what field? And if I get back to your Costa regarding, yeah, traditional economic models are incomplete, I feel like. They are incomplete. They're like, I don't know. Social factors do heavily depend on, I mean, they are somewhat dependable, I feel like. Give me a moment. My phrasing is on that one. That's good to know. Well, Akash, why don't you have a look at my channel description? You can read through it. You'll get to know what my channel is about and what I do, and alongside what my aim with the channel is, and then you can come back and we can have a talk. You can consider as that here. My first year begins in October, and that is after the 4 year course. I've been selected. It is a sort of scholarship. I've been selected 4 times now, and I'll be joining as a news anchor and debater. You're correct. Well, by the way, Ira, at the moment you can see the chat is pretty active. It's very busy at the moment. So when we're talking, usually at the night live, when we are talking about things and it's just subscriber only, I'll definitely give you a view. Don't worry. We can discuss about it in detail then. And surely, yes, Akash, you can have a look. You can definitely read through it. And by the way, Rohit, if you're on here to look for foolish things, that is, if you're aiming to chat about foolish or perverted things or anything, it's not the place for you. Okay, you can just have a look at the channel description. It's mentioned clearly that the live is not for thugs, losers, or perverts, and you're clearly mentioning something wrong. That's why the comments are being hidden. Simply, that is the main thing. Oh, what year are you in, though, Q? And what is your name? What year are you in for a degree? Hello, Heroes Adventure. Where are you from and what do you do for a living? How often I come live? Well, Akash, if I tell you, this live will end at 7:30. The next live starts at 9 p.m. That's till 10:30. I have a 30 minutes break. After that, I come at 11 p.m. to 12 a.m. You can definitely, it's all of it is mentioned in the description. You can just read through it. Everything is mentioned alongside what we talk about in the lives, what are the timings, everything concerned with the channel, everything. You, I find it strange that you're not telling me your name, you're not introducing yourself properly. If you're aiming to remain anonymous or anything, then this is not the chat for you. Either introduce yourself properly or you can take a leave. It was pretty fun. Yesterday's live was pretty fun. I just remembered that. It was very funny. Yeah, a little busy, that is true. By the way, stuff, are you still there in the live? Are you still there? Treasure, nothing's wrong exactly. Where are you from and what do you do for a living? What is your name as well? The planets were fun too, but not for me, for you guys. It was not fun for me. I was suffering a lot, a little too much. No, nothing exactly. It was just a reference of our previous live sessions. Usually, we're talking about astronomy at some point, and it got pretty chaotic. I'm not going to go into depth with the details, but it was very funny. Usually, we have like healthy discussions, everything in the live itself. So, okay, bye bye. Take care. It's fine, Ira. No problem. I'll see you at 9 p.m. Okay, bye bye, Ira. Take care. Chaotic, yeah, it was. It was chaotic. Chaotic in a way that it was pretty active. Everyone was giving their views. And by the way, Akash, you can definitely like the live and you can have a look at the channel description. I suggest you read through it right now. You can read through it and then you can come back. And I can guarantee you'll be more. What do I say? You'll be more interested. No, it's not the other way around. It was pretty fun. Of course, see you soon, Ira. Bye bye. And I'll listen to it. Don't worry. Okay, no problem. No problem. No problem, Aryan. I'll see you later. Hello, how are you? Make sure to like the live. How are you doing? Hello, SK. Where are you from? What do you do for a living as well? Well, Q, if I introduce myself, I'm from Darjeeling, West Bengal. I've already introduced, right? I'm a student of mass communication. My first year begins in October itself. After the 4 year course, I'll be joining as a journalist, that is a news anchor and debater with Times Now. Well, Q, make sure to like the live and subscribe to the channel as well, and also join in anytime. What do you mean by OFFC exactly? I'm not getting the point. Oh, office. Oh, it's like a short term for that. Not joining the office anytime. My first year of college is yet to begin in October only because my classes will start in the first week of November. So okay, no problem, Ira. You can definitely let me know. Definitely, we can discuss about it in the what do I say in the night live. Yeah, or you can email me about it. It will be fun. And I'll also give my views. I'm going to try to remember the question so I can at least rephrase it in a better way. Maybe, yeah, sure. Oanaka, okay, okay. All right, that's good to know. How far do you like? What do you think about your bachelor's? Are you enjoying it? Anaka. Okay, bye bye, Ira. Bye. I'll also be ending my live in about approximately 20 minutes. You should, yes. I suggest read the description and then you can come back. The channel description, that is. Are you in the second year, by the way, Anaka? second year, I guess, or not first, probably. I'm just joining my first year in October. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm like excited. Someone, what is your specialization exactly in journalism? Mainly, like, what are you aiming for? Third year? Oh, you guys practical stage. Do you guys have practicals and stuff in a third year? In not internships, probably not. Many practicals are there because for us, we'll have like 2 years theory and then strictly practical. They'll make us do ground reporting and everything. Internships. Are you interning at the moment, or most likely you are? Most likely you are having internships as well, like at the moment, like the one you're working in, continuing. It's only getting started. Oh, okay, there we go. Got it. So you're like someone in your, you're in like your fifth semester, then maybe, I don't know. Divisions of semesters is like confusing for me. I don't know why. It's not something to get confused about, but still. Well, all right then, Akash. No problem. It was nice meeting you as well. It was nice meeting you as well. I mean, fifth semester you started. That's good. What do you guys usually cover in like your subjects? Like, what are your subjects? Yeah, I want to ask that actually. I'm pretty much like just want to know for what do I say, research purposes. Just kidding. I just want to know. I say what subjects you guys have mainly. Not every subject. The one that you have in fifth semester. Every subjects or electives. Tell me about electives. I'll know what, maybe just tell me about electives at the moment. Asking about every subject might give you a headache. So, Anaka, just tell me about the electives that you guys are focusing on. Hello, Dilip. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, no problem. No problem, Costa. We can definitely join at 9 p.m., of course, and take care as well. Good luck with the preparation of the question paper. I don't know if it's ready or not. And you also keep spreading the good vibes. And I'll see you at 9 p.m. then. Bye bye. Take care, Costa. Take care. And definitely make sure to join. And keep your notifications on so you'll be notified. Okay, bye bye. Take care, Costa. Bye bye. Hello, Ash. So, where are you from and what do you do for a living? Hello, Ansh. Where are you from and what do you do for a living? Oh, hello, Ravi. Welcome. How are you doing? You tell me. I'm doing good. Make sure to like the live, okay? Hello Preetham, where are you from and what do you do for a living? Praveen, where are you from? What do you do for a living? Hello, JD. Welcome to the live. Where are you from and what do you do for a living? JD, where are you from and what do you do for a living? Are you a student or are you working? Well, everyone, I'll be ending my live right now. It's already time for me to end it. So I'll be joining at 9 p.m. So bye, everyone. Bye bye.